Light. It is your #1 security tool. You'll use a light more than any other thing for security, even for self-defense. You get a good light with a crenulated bezel, and you can use it as an impact tool. But light on a weapon is a force multiplier. You have your light, but you also have something to back it up. I do a lot of reviews on Olight weapons lights. They have a number of different types. They have the longer range like this PL Turbo, or you can take this small little PL Mini. The Baldur series has light and laser. There's a lot of different options, but one of the biggest questions that I get with any review of a weapons light is, what about holsters? Are there holsters available? There are a blue bazillion holsters available for your Olight flashlights. And we're going to take a look at a number of different ones. In fact, I've got a bunch laid out here. Some I already had, some I purchased. But one of the reasons why I'm doing this video and really inspired this is that Obi, which is a sister company to Olight, they are now offering Glock holsters for some of your different lights, but mainly the PL Turbo. There's a number of different ones for the Glock Model 17 or the Glock 19, and of course the pistols in the other calibers that are the same size. And you can get those immediately. And that's one thing that's, if you order a holster off of a website, you know, it takes a little time to get it, 2-3 weeks sometimes. But there are, again, a lot of options. So we're going to go through a lot of the different holster companies. We're going to do it quickly, but I'm going to show you some things to give you an idea of who you can pick for your holster. But we're also going to look at the lights themselves and give you some differences, because if you have a PL Mini, but you have a Baldur S, they're a little bit different in size, and it's going to require a different holster. So we want to make sure that when you order your holster, that you order one that's capable and compatible. But again, you can go straight to obi.com, and they do have about 4 different type holsters that are just ready to go. But let's say you don't have that. Let's say you have a SIG X Macro, which is a great pistol, and you want a light for it. Well, there are options out there for about any handgun, and then you can fit your Olight on here, then you're ready to go. Now guys, a big thanks to Obi for sending the 4 holsters that they offer on their website. And again, this is only for the Glock 17 and the Glock 19, and it's for the PL Turbo. Of course, there are a lot of other choices out there, but on the Obi website, you get a 10% discount using Sootch00 with the link down below in the description, if you're looking for an Olight weapons light. They also offer a 10% discount as well, and there will be a link below for that. Now guys, here is just a sampling of the holsters that I found. Again, we got 4 of these from Obi. I did get a number that I already had. I've used in classes in the past, and then we ordered a bunch. So we wanted to make sure we had a good representation, but there are also other holsters that are out on the market. Now to get things started, these are the holsters that Obi is presently carrying. These companies do carry other Olight light holsters and for different guns. And so first we have one of the insane Kydex Creation holsters. This one is in carbon fiber, but of course you can get a lot of different ones. I like these clips, the metal clips. Goes in really nicely. It has the standout right here to keep it riding just right in your belt. You can set the retention right here, but excellent holster, fits really well with the Olight. Then we have Bladetech, which is well known. And again, it just has a different type finish, but Bladetech's been around for a long time. And they have their tech lock on the back. This is an outside the waistband, and of course, you know, a lot of these have both inside, outside. Sometimes they have different choices. But again, this one is going to be on the Obi website. And then we have the Colorado Kydex, a little bit more of an inclusive holster where it fits really well. And plus, you can go with this one with suppressor height sights. And it's also cut for a threaded barrel. And so it gives you that option to have all that on there if you want. And again, you can go with your standard as well. But this one has the paddle design. So again, it is an outside the waistband. And then here at the end, we have a Hilliker Holsters, and this one is inside the waistband. Again, it has that little standout. It has your standard polymer clip, which hooks right up under your belt. Set the retention, molded really nicely, and this one has more options to where you can put this with a paddle or do some other things with it, and you can just see where it has those ports. And it goes for either side, right or left-handed. And so Hilliker Holsters as well. I'm going to have the names of all these different holster companies where you can check them out in the description. And I do want to mention that all of these are for their new PL Turbo. And I'll have the review annotated right above. This is an excellent light. It gets the beam distance really far out there. Really bright light. Actually, it's only 800 lumens, which is not typical. Olight gets up to 1300 lumens for some of their weapons lights. But the distance that this thing puts out, it really is an excellent light. Now here are a couple of holsters that I have for guns other than Glock. I know I'm a Glock guy, but this is the SIG X Macro. We have the Baldur S on it. It's a light laser combination. I mean, these things are incredibly bright, very compact. And this is from Werks Kydex. And this is really a nice holster. Has the standout, has your clip. Again, you've got points to where you can have other configurations. They're definitely available on the Werks website. And so you can check that out. And then here we have We the People holsters, which that's a big company. They're doing a lot. And they have a number of different color combinations. I just chose this one. It's kind of a topo map. This has my HK VP9. And we have one of the PL Mini 2s on this one. And it is a little bit of a smaller light than the Baldur. And we're going to look at the lights in just a minute to see which one you have. But when you are ordering, make sure that you order it for the light that you have. But excellent fit, retention, a nice clip. This is going to really give you a good fit next to your body. So again, inside the waistband, outside the waistband, but they have options for each other. Now here we have one of the Kydex holster solutions. This is for my Bull Armory Ultralight, which is a 2011. It's super compact. A buddy of mine has that pistol right now, so I couldn't show it. But this one fits in here with the Baldur S, and so this one gives you a really nice light, and you have that inside the waistband, and it's really compact. But this again is Kydex Holster Solutions. Now these two holsters are actually from Blackpoint Tactical, and Blackpoint Tactical's down in Atlanta. They were the first ones to produce holsters for Olight weapons lights. And so I had ordered a couple of those early on. They're excellent holsters, fit very well. Of course, these have the wings on the side. They are labeled on the inside what the light and the pistol is, which I mark all of my holsters because they get kind of confusing. But good retention, holds in that little PL Mini 2. Again, there are other options that you can do. And then we have one for their Valkyrie series, and this is the PL2. It's one of their earlier lights, but very capable light. And so it sticks out just a little bit, fits right into the holster, great retention, has the J-clips, and you know, just a really well-made holster. Of course, there are a number of different colors that you can get with any of these holsters. But here we have the Glock 19 size, and then we have the Glock 17 size. Now here we have the Vedder holster, and they are very popular as well. They make a lot of really good quality holsters. This is just an unusual color. It is an outside the waistband. It has a rubberized coating inside to fit next to your body really well. Has good retention. This is for the Glock Model 20. And we have one of the PL3s on here, which is extremely bright and fits right in here. It's not quite as molded as some of the others, and yet it's got the lines that fit just right. And so it's just an excellent holster system. Vedder Holsters, there's a lot of guys out there that love Vedder Holsters. Now here we have the hidden hybrid holsters. They have a leather backing on the back. Of course, you've got your metal clips here. This is a very comfortable way to carry. And then of course your Kydex. This is the G19X, so it will fit any of your Glock 19 holsters, but they do make other models for different type pistols. This has the Baldur S on it, which has the light and the laser, which is one of those that I just really like. And we can go all the way to just laser. And so this gives you just a lot of options. I'm a big fan of the Baldur S in particular. I like the size configuration. It's a lot smaller than some of the others, and yet it has a really high lumen count. This is going to be a little different than your PL Mini 2, and we'll take a look at that in a second. But again, hidden hybrid holsters, great guys, and this is an excellent holster to wear all day. Now I want to just mention on the smaller, more compact lights. We have the PL Mini 2 here in Desert Tan, the PL Mini in the black. And then we have the Baldur S, and if you'll notice, it is larger at the bezel, it's different dimensions, so you're not going to have holster compatibility between these. So when you order your holster, make sure that you order the correct size. You know, don't just order a mini and then expect the Baldur S to fit, because it's not. So this is one area where you just need to be careful. Most of your PL Minis will fit PL Mini type holsters. And then the Baldor S, they're going to fit with a little bit of a larger area for the bezel. Now guys, there is an evolution in the holsters. We have the PL1, which this was out the very first. And I mean, it still works really well. This one actually has the small little screw attachment here. And then we go up to the PL2. Now the PL2 Valkyrie has one of the little clips here, and so that's going to be a factor. Also, you'll notice that when you look at the PL2 and the PL3, they're pretty much the same size, and they should fit a lot of the same holsters. When you go up to the Turbo, and this is just the Valkyrie Turbo, this is a longer light. It has more throw to it, but it also has your paddle switch here. Then we have the PL Turbo. Now this is a brand new light from Olight, and it does have the screw type attachment instead of the paddle. And this is one that you can really tighten down. I took this to the TNVC class, but this is an excellent thrower. It's a little different when it comes to the shoulders right here, even though it's almost the same length. So if you can order that specifically, you want to do that. And then we have the Baldor Pro R, which is a much longer flashlight. It's also rechargeable, and it gets it out there, but it also has laser as well. And this one is the Baldor Pro. Now the Baldor Pro originally had the laser on top, and this is a whole different light. So make sure that if you're ordering this light, that you make sure that it fits this part of the laser that comes off the end. And I don't think they're making these anymore, but a lot of these guys, you may have these lights already, and you're looking for a holster. Again, even the PL1, I mean, it still works really well. They're great lights. They last a long time. And it's just like with this PL3 Valkyrie. We have the PL3 Valkyrie here. This one is rechargeable. This one is not. It takes CR123s. So also be aware of that, but I don't think that'll have a lot to do with the fit into your holster. So guys, obviously there's a lot of different choices. Just when you're ordering, make sure that you order the correct light for your holster. So guys, again, light being your #1 security tool, having it with a firearm, it just gives you a lot of advantages, but yet having a holster is what you need, especially if you're carrying it concealed or even outside the waistband, or for different classes. There's a ton of tactical classes that you can also use holsters, which you're going to need holsters. And there are so many different options out there. And so guys, I hope you can find what's right for you. Again, a lot of these lights are a little bit different and they fit the holsters differently. So keep that in mind. Make sure that when you do choose a holster, you pick the right one. But really, check out Obuy if you have a Glock 17 or 19, and you can get a ready-made holster from a number of these companies and get it really quickly. And again, a big thank you to Obuy for sending the holsters that they do have on their website. Again, fitting just the Glock pistols, 19 and 17. With the PL Turbo, but there are so many other choices out there. You can find what you need. And also, you do get a 10% discount using Sootch 00 with the link down below in the description to Obuy and to Olight. And if you're looking for a weapons light from Olight, Olight is a great place to find it. And any of the lights that are on their site, you get a 10% discount using Sootch 00 with the link down below in the description. It does help support the Sootch channel, and we really appreciate Obuy and Olight for offering that. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. I think I hit my mic about 10 times. And so we're going to take a look at some Olight options for holsters. Okay. You can get a 10% discount using Sootch 00. Okay, I don't know how I'm going to do that. I got to think about that. Light. It is your #1 security tool. It illuminates the dark. It keeps a lot of people from doing things that they wouldn't do because they've been revealed. And oh, that sounds like dumb. Dumb and stupid. But you can find all of these different holsters. Lord knows. Lord knows that you can find these holsters. I found them.